How you doing, guys? It's Stephen from James Glen Car Sales. I am going to try and keep this video to our usual 12 to 14 minutes, but I am a huge fan of these. And for good reason, because they are an amazing platform, a great sports car, and the Cayman and the Boxer, both equally enjoyable. Some people prefer the slightly sharper drive to the Cayman, and I totally get that, and some people just don't like the wind in their hair, and also I get that as well. But this is a very, very special wee car, and certainly something quite different from the usual sort of 12-year-old Cayman that you would find on the market. It's sapphire blue metallic, and I'm going to try and remember this right. It's agate grey with pebble interior. Spencer's nodding behind the camera saying there's nothing like agate grey, but that's exactly the colour. Thanks very much. I was on a roll there. I love the fact that even the little binnacle has got the pebble leather covering on it. Anyway, we'll get onto the inside in a wee second, but first and foremost, if you have a 981 Cayman or Boxer for sale, we would love to hear from you. 718 Cayman and Boxer as well, and you can get your valuation today through our own in-house car buying service. We won't buy anycar.com, but we would like to buy yours. We might buy yours, and for a great price. Up to 6 years old, 60,000 miles, unless it's one of these. And we're happy to go back as far as a 13 plate, up to sort of 60, 65,000 miles. And there'll be a link up there so you can get started. So Spencer, if you would kindly bring the camera over to the front of this lovely, lovely Cayman. So over the course of the video, what we'll try and demonstrate is the condition. So if there's a little chip or a mark or a parking dent that we don't think's obvious on camera, I will point it out with the big mic, because we have customers from all over the UK, and we don't want anyone to turn up and be disappointed. So if there's a chip or a mark or whatever on the car that's going to put you off, you're better off finding out at this stage rather than when you're much further down the buying process. If there's a little mark, as I say, we'll try and highlight it. That way you know that we're being as transparent as possible. At the end of the day, we sell used cars, and used cars always come, or more often than not, come with certain levels of commensurate wear and tear, stone chips, for example. So let's get a look down the front. There is a stone chip here, and that is the only chip on the bonnet, which I think which really, really says something for the age of the car. I also need to point out as well, oh sorry, so there's another couple just up here, and one up, and two up there. Okay, now, if you have looked at any 981 generation Cayman or Boxster, you will notice that they start to peel up here. I have a 981 Boxster with 12,000 miles on it. It's on a 14 plate, and I've noticed it started to peel up here. You will also notice that there's no peeling on these headlights because they have just been replaced under warranty. Yes, guys, this car still has remaining Porsche warranty. It's only until July, but what it does mean is that we've got a document that we need to fill out to transfer the ownership from Paul to the new owner. That will keep the car in the warranty scheme, and also means that you don't need to put it through another 111-point check. It means the car's eligible for warranty, and you can warrant a Porsche up till it's 15 years old. That's about 1,200 quid a year. So if that's not Porsche saying that they're very, very confident in their product, I don't know what else. I don't know what else does. Another wee mark just on the nose cone there, Spencer. And other than that, I think that is just about us. We mark there. And just look around the other side. And guys, you'll need to excuse the dress down day. I was giving my son a hand, showing him the ropes. Finlay started with us, as I mentioned in the last video, and the two of us got tore into this morning. To be honest, it didn't take much. I picked one of the easier ones.
Yeah, you did.
That's okay, I could feel you talking about me behind my back. I trust him to pick the...
If you break this straight, we're like, geez, that's an easy one as well.
So we're on a matching set of N-rated, Porsche-approved Dunlop tyres, obviously because with it being within Porsche warranty, it's got to be on an N-stamped tyre. Lots of tread left, discs are all nice and clean. But just being a 2.7, it's got the anodised caliper rather than the red powder-coated calipers, and it's got gloss black wheels. A little bit of water ingress just in the round about the centre cap there. I think there's a couple of the spokes that are a wee bit tarnished, so if that was a deal breaker, guys, we're happy to get the wheels put back to a fresh gloss black. Yeah, I'm just looking at the spokes here as well on this back one. They're a little bit tarnished as well, Spencer, just there. So, yeah, if we're at a deal and we need these done, then that's fine. We'll get that sorted out. But certainly down the length of the passenger side, there is not a chip or a mark or a door edge. It's a little bit of polish, which is probably me.
Yep. Rookie.
I'm a bit out of practice. Look at that interior. Everything you need and nothing you don't. The gear stick sits in such a high position, it just falls right to hand. I would be torn between a PDK and a manual one of these because they're both brilliant in their own way.
PDK.
If it's a daily, I would say PDK. See if it's a weekend car and you want to go out and shift your own gears, I would take the manual. I really would.
Nah, PDK. PDK still's that good, even if it's a weekend toy. It's just that crisp.
You're not going to be disappointed with the PDK. To be fair, I don't think you're going to be disappointed with either gearbox.
No, definitely not.
It's it just always boils down to that personal preference, doesn't it? So being a 2.7, we've got the single exit exhaust. This car also has the optional rear parking sensors, because that's correct, guys. Porsche charge you extra for
A rear wiper.
A rear wiper and parking sensors. Because, oh boy, they know how to charge.
Oh yes.
So extended storage up here, and remember the white one we sold?
Yep.
Little bits of storage up here.
Do you actually use that for? It's very awkward to get to.
Well, put it this way, I wouldn't like to be putting anything right down in the bottom of it.
No, you can
it was
lose stuff
small.
in there.
Yeah, aye. That's what do you keep in yours if you have one? We would like to know. But you can put a luggage net over here, and it means that if you want to lean in and out, like for example, if you're on a road trip and you want to put your camera somewhere.
Yes.
Because I always got on Julie's nerves. Oh, give me the camera. Whereas if you just put it up there, under the net, you can lean in and out over and get it as you please. But lots and lots of boot space, and we've not even got to the frunk, which is the trunk at the front. Little active spoil, it comes up at 75 miles an hour, just to let the police know that you're speeding. So moving down to the passenger side, driver side, I've done this yesterday as well. Lovely and clean, not a mark on it. Yeah, I think we'll get these wheels done, Spencer, because the powder coat's all coming off the face here.
Yeah. Silver alloys to the rescue.
Yep. The whole car it's that nice that the wheels do let it down a little bit. So we'll get them sorted. This faces are all nice and clean, and again, just looking down the length of the driver's side from the front, it's immaculate. And I hate
You've used it.
overusing that word, but there's no other word for it. Oh, we also forgot to mention, it's just had a huge 12-year service. This is the second one in a month. So the last black 981S, which Big Ian Cooper bought. Ian, I'm glad you're enjoying your new car. I loved the pictures, by the way. That's the first one that we've had that needed a 12-year service. So if you're looking at one of these around about this sort of age and it's not been done, factor that in, because on a manual it's £1,700, and on a PDK it's £2,000, because you have to change the PDK and the gear oil.
See, you don't think these cars are 12 years old?
No.
But they don't look at it.
They've just aged so well, and the 718 that replaced it uses the same shell.
It's just like a facelift.
It's a facelift, but they've obviously lost a couple of cylinders.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah. Look at the bolster and the base and the back. It's just, the car is absolutely practically flawless, really, bar those wheels, which we're going to fix.
You're going to say the I word again?
I wasn't. Do you know, I was watching driving trips through England, because I'm going there on holiday, and see if I heard the word iconic one more time.
Yep.
The iconic bridge over the such and such, the iconic tower of such and such. So anyway, current mileage 64,272 miles. Let's give it a little start, see how it sounds. This car is warm, so we can give it a bit more of a rev. Look, Spencer, CV, but in fact I've got a microphone here. Listen to this. Oh yes, that's induction. And that is on both intakes. So the airbox splits into two. So that and because it doesn't have a sports exhaust, you can hear the intake much loud, much more pronounced. You think that you need to run it and put a sports exhaust on it, and then you drive one without it and you go, oh. Plus it means that when you're overtaking people, you're not upsetting folk.
It's still pretty loud.
So on the inside, they're pretty plain. You've got a nice big centre tackle with a red line at 7.6. This one has just a straightforward radio CD. You've got single zone climate, heated seats, 6-speed manual gearbox, wee bit of storage in there, and your carpet factory overmats, auto lights, powerful mirrors.
Yes.
Powerful mirrors. But yeah, I mean, as far as spec goes, it is quite lightly spec'd, but I think that is well and truly offset by the service history, the warranty and the condition.
I suppose if it's lightly spec, yeah, the options on it would still have been a couple of grand's worth.
Yeah, they still add up.
Aye.
And if you remember, the last Cayman we had was very lightly spec'd and we sold it like that, the white one. White one with beige interior. You all slagged me for buying, and it was one of the most clicked on cars that we had.
Because people were like, what? White with beige?
You know what? Could have sold it a couple of times. So there's your trunk, your frunk. As you can see, it's, I wouldn't say cavernous, but it's certainly generous enough.
Good enough.
Yep, and that's the warranty documentation, which we'll need to transfer once we find a new owner for it. Hopefully that wasn't too long. If we can help at all, guys, please feel free to get in touch. Spencer and myself, more happy to answer any queries you've got, and you can reach us here at the garage on 01236 779,000. There'll be a link in the description below to the website, jamesglen.co.uk, and there'll be a link to a Boxer review just here, and please do consider subscribing, and you can do that just here. Thanks very much.